Thomas Korpisalo last spring. He played the playoff games for them. Korpisalo moved on. Cam Talbot comes in. This is a deep team. The LA Kings have really added, I think, a lot of depth to their lineup. I think by signing Gavrikov and bringing in Pierre-Luc Dubois, this is a team that's going to raise, I think, a lot of eyebrows around the league this season.
Talbot signed a one-year contract coming over as a free agent in the off-season.
He's been really impressive, John. I remember last year was a shoulder injury that really cost Chase DeLeo the majority of the season.
Here's a break, and Pierre-Luc Dubois drops it back to Fiala. Wow, that was benevolent. He was in on a break and chose to make the pass. Kings with early pressure in the Anaheim zone.
But here was the big stop by Gibson. Dubois got it across to Fiala. Think of the way that the Colorado Avalanche play. That same style is what Cronin is looking for from the Ducks.
Zach Kassian able to set up Adam Henrique, and his shot from a sharp angle off the right wing handled by Talbot. Now it's the former Winnipeg Jet, Pierre-Luc Dubois, came over in a big offseason trade, pulls up in the neutral zone and takes it through the logo. Into the Anaheim zone for Fiala on left wing, hangs on, wraps it around, scores!
It's about speed on the attack. Dubois does a good job of gaining the blue line, and a little chip pass sends Fiala in. He got Gibson to bite on the short side post. And Gibby couldn't get across. This will be interesting if this goes off the stick or the skate of Owen Zellweger. I think perhaps it did, and between the wickets of John Gibson.
Playing on the penalty kill.
Well, they want to get their ice time. And with the crackdown, I think, on obstruction fouls in the NHL, there's more opportunities for them to play.
Arvidsson slides it across, and it's a slam dunk for Kempe.
Not much that John Gibson can do about this last season, but good puck movement. Arvidsson just whips it right across to Kempe, and as quick as it is on the blade of the stick, he releases that shot. And John Gibson was hoping for more help.
He had 11 a year ago with the extra man, and he's made it 2-0 here. Blake Lizotte takes a hit from Gudas as he comes across the line, and the Kings keep it in and score. Gavrikov kept it alive at the line, and Grundstrom with the finish.
Frank Petrano in the foot, and just kind of lays in behind John Gibson. And it is a tap-in. It does not get any easier than that for Grundstrom. Just sweeps it into a wide-open net.
Finds Andrew Agozzino. Second tour of duty with the Ducks for Andrew. Luno across the top. Mitnyakov never afraid to shoot it, and Talbot turns it aside through the screen of Max Jones. Ducks with a nice puck recovery, and now they work from left to right. Henrique down low, popped into the middle. Agozzino a little handcuff. On the doorstep, Jones tries to turn to his forehand, and it's smothered by Talbot.
And let's see how this second period unfolds and if there are more signs of improvement.
You know, we talk about these young defensemen. We saw Mitnyakov moving from Saginaw to Ottawa in the OHL last season. Lewis speeds in on his off wing, tried to chip it forehand short side. Little rebound left laying around, and Henrique is able to get there. Lizotte wins the puck. Mitnyakov engages him. Swept around. Right point, Roy sends it across. Kaliev high slot. Never afraid to shoot the puck. It's blocked. Kept in at the line. Dubois moves it quickly. Kaliev with a quick shot, and Gibson falls to the ice as he squeezes it.
Yeah, great stop. He can zip it down low, and then, boy, rolling off a hit in front was Kaliev.
Puck squirts to the middle of the ice. Leeson breaks out. 2-on-1 with Henrique. Takes the shot. Pad save. Talbot score! Zellweger was there on the doorstep. Came in, but I think Leeson got to his own rebound.
I don't know if Leeson gets to the rebound or if it actually goes off a King defender and slides right between the pads of the goaltender Talbot. Ducks catch the Kings on a pinch, a bad pinch at the blue line, and away go the Ducks on a 2-on-1. I think it might have gone off the skate of Mikey Anderson. Look at it right here. Yeah, it does. And between the pads and the back of the net, Anaheim's on the board. But the focus is really on picking your spots. They've been so dominant at the junior level that they would go every single shift and try and score, even when it wasn't the right time to go.
It's not like when players come up from the American League to the big club where often the same system is employed. This one's off the post and out of play.
Favorite spot on the LA power play, which is, inside of the face-off dot. A guy his age.
Ducks on the power play now for the third time as Karlsson whips it across. Hangs onto it, tries to bring it into the middle, looking for Vatrano, went off a skate. Kassian collects it, but it's coughed up. Trevor Moore, shorthanded break. Save Gibson. Oh, Grundstrom tripped up by Vatrano, went hard into the boards.
This communication between Karlsson and Zellweger at the blue line, and in goes Trevor Moore. John Gibson plays it perfectly. Kind of timed his retreat into the goal crease, expecting that Moore was going to pull it to the full forehand side. You see Gibson right at the top of the blue paint just at the moment that he releases that little flip shot by Moore.
Victor Arvidsson, former Nashville Predator, now goes behind the net. Kopitar instead out high. Kempe, shot pass. He sends it right back. Now into the middle. The Ducks had it for a moment, but not enough to get it past Doughty. Pad save Gibson as Fiala broke his stick. And Carrick clears. Possible 2-on-1 short-handed. Here's Lacombe leading the rush. McGinn, that's off the mask of Talbot.
With win one, a nice little feed just off to McGinn, and he's got Talbot beaten on the short side. He got it just under the blocker off the inside of the post. And out the other way. That's a tough break.
Plenty of time left. 11:40. Third period remains as Englund dumps it in. Oh, and Gibson living right there. That almost went off his leg and into the net. And then he makes a good save on Grundstrom. Rebound was out, scores.
Well, that was a chaotic shift. England throws it around the glass. It hits one of those stanchions, goes right through the goal crease, and the Ducks never seem to get reorganized after that. Grundstrom's shot goes off Gibson and pops right up in the air. And boy,
Arvidsson toe picks. Loses the puck, and at last Anaheim gets it out. A falling Zellweger, though, unable to change. Moore right to the goal mouth, and it hit Gibson. Arvidsson was there, but in tight. As the final seconds wind down here at Crypto. The Kings get the win, but we're not done.
Well, I am told that there will be a shootout at the end of this game.